I don't know about you all, but when I hear the words growth, expansion, and scaling, I feel a mix of things. On one hand, I feel really excited, and I see the potential. I love the opportunity. I'm all in for that. But then on the other side, I start to feel things like angst and a little uncertainty and maybe a little nervousness. At the end of the day, it always brings about, inevitably, change. That word brings up a whole other complex set of emotions. So I'm gonna see if we can prove that point. So before we get started, on your tables, you'll see are these cards here. On one side is a quote and on one side is an image. Choose one that represents your feelings or personal experience with organizational growth. I'm a survivor of organizational whiplash. So during my career in learning development, I worked for a company that acquired a new company every year for 4 years in a row. And every acquisition brought the promise of opportunity and potential, but always brought about uncertainty and, unfortunately, some years, some politics and confusion. So a few years ago, if you would have asked me the same question, I would have picked this image. It's a woman who's fallen into an industrial laundromat dryer. Okay? Because a few years ago, organizational growth to me felt a lot like being tossed around in a heated, uncomfortable environment. But if you were to ask me today, I chose creativity requires the courage to let go of certainty. And I chose this one because I've learned from experience that true innovation, true transformation, not only organizational but personal, right? It doesn't come from times of stability. It comes from the moments and the periods of uncertainty, or we're not quite sure where the path ahead is supposed to lead. So what we're talking about today, yes, we're talking about navigating growth, but I intend to share with you 3 essentials that I have learned along the way to help you navigate change with confidence and clarity so that as we head into this period of growth and expansion and excitement, we're doing so in a healthy and a productive way.